Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome. A bit smiling. Look, what's going on? You weren't smiling yesterday, Mr. May. You were overwhelmed. I was. Yeah, sorry about that. Oh, just had to release. Doing a Richie Allen rant. Yeah, it overwhelming some days, but I'm better now because nobody's emailed me or texted me or been really kind or like, thank you so much. You know what I've got done today? You have no idea. Do you want to have a look? Let me show you. New carpets. I fit all new carpets. I mean, they're not carpets, they're rugs. All the way through here. Look, new rugs, new rugs. My daughter's coming to stay tomorrow. New rugs here, new rugs there, new rug. This is beautiful. Look at my oils. Look at the crystal. Look at the Ganesh. Hey, taking you around, am I? Hey, taking you around the academy. What used to be academy. Never a bed there before. Just a healing bed. Welcome, everybody. What are you wearing? Come on. What you got on today? Oh, that's nice. That's pretty. Yes, we all should live like we're in a hot air balloon. What does that mean? Well, I remember reading for a lady once, and she wanted the answer to life, how to live in peace. And I closed my eyes and I said, I'll try and attune to what will help you. It could have been food, it could have been environment, it could have been where, it could have been anything. But I closed my eyes and it was absolutely beautiful. I saw this beautiful hot air balloon and I saw it moving, and there was no space and time when you're connected. So it might have seemed like only a minute, but to me it was like it lasted forever. And when I'd finished, I said, close your eyes and just imagine yourself stepping into a hot air balloon. Imagine yourself being lifted, and now all of a sudden, all you can see is little tiny houses everywhere. And for the first time in your life, you're suspended. There is no left or right. There is only Mother Earth, Mother Nature is blowing you in the way she wants you to go. There is no rush. You aren't going anywhere particular. There is no end result. You don't know when you're going to land. And in that time of knowing that where you're going is exactly where you're meant to be going, and when it's the time for the hot air balloon to just come down, it will be that perfect moment. And life for you seems to be that if you can understand this, if you can grasp this understanding of the hot air balloon effect, then you'll find that life becomes beautiful. And she opened her eyes and she understood. She was actually crying, and like I was looking at her, and because I thought I didn't really truly understand it until I went away and sat and thought about it. And if we all embraced that hot air balloon, if we all went up in a hot air balloon and realised that there's nothing you can do, there is no which way should we go, it's whichever way Mother Earth, the universe, wants to take you. It's that special flow where that you jump onto the current and you don't know where you're going, but you've got two options. You can worry and fear, and you can stress, and you can look at the clock, or you can just say, this is beautiful. So the choice is yours to embrace the beautiful butterfly. Embrace that journey. And it seemed to work. She changed. She became a lot happier with life. And I think it's simply the same, going back to the same old analogy. We've been programmed to worry about time. We've been programmed to worry about where we're going. We've been programmed at everything that we have no control over. And yet, that understanding of not having control of something is something as an adventure and a blessing and a moment to just embrace and trust and allow it to manifest. Anyways, just something I noticed. I don't want to put a downer on this today, but I have noticed something, and I did put a message out there today because it was in the moment. I just said, I'm not just saying this as a clickbait thing. I'm saying it because I literally sat outside drinking a cocoa. I've stopped drinking coffee now because I wanted to take a break from it, and I'm glad I have. I'll explain to you in the next few weeks what the changes are and how positive it worked. But I replaced it with something. Do you remember me telling you about replacing? If you're taking sugar in your tea, replace it with something else, which is better healthy for you. If you're a sugar addict, so I actually don't like coffee that much. I drink it for the sake of drinking it, like the rabbit run. We do things every day, and it's hard to, I go down to Banana Kitchen, I'll have a shot, a ginger shot, I'll have a coffee. It's like, it's not the coffee, because you don't really like it. Even if it's organic, you might have a couple of sips, but the rest of the time you're not really bothered about it anyway. It's true, I'm not, and I just drink it for the sake, because it's coffee. So I decided to look for something to change. So do you want me to tell you what it is, and you want to try it with me? Maybe you could try it with me for this week. Go to your local organic store and ask for cocoa powder. You don't want it cocoa powder mixed with sugar. You want it raw cocoa powder. So it's just powder, cocoa, and no additives or nothing. So it's just raw powder. Okay, then you want to get yourself some dates. Okay, go and buy some dates, preferably as natural as possible, not treated with sugars and all that. Just the natural dates. And then I'd like you to get some natural, not treated, not coated with salt, but raw if possible. Almond nuts. Okay, so get a bag of them. Cayenne pepper. If you can get some cayenne pepper, that would be great. So here's what we're going to do. I hope you've got a blender, because you can't do it without a blender. So put all your products out there and get about 12 or 13 of your almond nuts. They probably have the skin on, so soak them overnight if possible. But if you can't and you want the drink quick, then boil some water, put 12 or 13 nuts inside a cup, and pour hot water over them. Leave them for about 5 minutes. Come back to them and pull the skin off. Put the almond nuts into the blender. Get one. Come on, Matt. Mine's wandering at the moment. Yeah. Anyway, fill the kettle for 1 cup for your cocoa drink. So you want 1 cup of water. My mind's going at the moment. I don't know why. So you stick 1 date in. Make sure you take the pip out of it. 1 date in. And then boil the kettle. So you've got 1 cup full ready, and then you pour the hot water into the mixer, and then so you've got your date in there, and then 2 teaspoons, good sized teaspoons of cocoa inside, and just a little bit of cayenne pepper, not a lot on the tip. Put that in just to give it a oomph, and then put the lid on, and then mix for about 2 minutes, and then pour it out, and it should be nice and frothy and hot. Not so hot once you've mixed everything up, and then just drink it. I've had 2 today and they've been absolutely amazing. So I came out there, sat down, and from here there were 2 people screaming at each other. They were drunk. They couldn't even walk properly. And they were like falling onto the street almost. And they were old enough to know better. They were in their 50s. And then coming down 2 or 3 minutes later, a man and a woman. The woman was in the front, the man was at the back. The man called the woman stupid. The woman said, "Don't you ever call me stupid again. You buy whatever you want to buy. I'm not buying nothing for you anymore." They're screaming at each other as they go down there. And I'm sat there drinking. I'm thinking, I've lived here 20 years, 22 years maybe. I have never, ever come across anything like that before. And this is just an account of one afternoon, but this is happening on a regular basis. And what I'm noticing when I'm walking through the village is there's a lot of judgment, anger, aggression. People are screaming and shouting, and there's a lot of like at one time in the village, there's like 2 sets of families in the village, the Spanish men, and they heckle each other from one corner to the next. So wherever they are, there's groups of families who maybe the story goes that many generations ago they used to gamble, and they gambled land, they gambled houses, and a lot of these men lost a lot to each other, and they became spiteful and hated each other, and thus it's been going on from generation to generation here. But it's only cursing, But I've noticed it's getting a lot worse. People are getting a lot worse, a lot more angrier. And what I've noticed online, I don't know if you've noticed this, but the amount of anger, the amount of judgment, the amount of abuse, it just seems overwhelming these days. And I think for us who are sensitive, for us who didn't fall for the jabs, didn't fall for any of the nonsense, who look after our bodies, who are looking for, things that help us, not the nonsense on the black screen now, and it's nonsense everywhere. Nonsense, nonsense, nonsense. Absolute dribble, lies, manipulations, adverts, all lies, all of it. So, we're looking for things that help us grow. And, I look for things that stimulate and help me grow, just like you do. And it's harder and harder and harder and harder to find. So I think we have to become more, we have to accept what's going on more and realise that we can't take this personal, because what's happening with CERN, what's happening with DARPA, HARP, and all the other agencies that are continually creating this anger. I mean, there is no reason at all why they can't just turn up the towers to a certain frequency and make people angry everywhere, and they wouldn't do it at once, and they wouldn't do it because people would realise what's going on. But they certainly can tweak it. It's a kind of like a drip feed all the time, drip feeding, and opening portals, and creating more negativity. There's more darkness, there's more entity, there's more spirit trapped. There's a lot going on behind what we see, in the spiritual realms, in the sense of, darkness. So it's up to us to acknowledge this and to cleanse and clear ourselves, and not to be upset, but to be thankful that we know what we know, to be thankful what we are. Just like, cleaning this place ready for my daughter coming, putting new carpets down, it's made me feel happier and stronger, and that happiness is the greatest fear of darkness. They don't want you happy. They don't want you to, create. They don't want you to clean. They don't want you to, have a purpose, do things that make your life better. They want you to be in a bad situation. They want you to not do anything. They want you to curl up and be sick all the time. And that's easy to do. We can all do that. We can all curl up and just not face the world. But we have to be our own heroes now. And I am my own hero now. And I am stronger, and I will tell people I'm sorry, but I can't help everybody at once. And I'm sorry I can't give you a crystal. You got 2 already or 3. I'm sorry, but there's people out there who's never received a crystal from me or oils. So I'm sorry I can't help you. And they're fine. They'll go, okay, no problem, you know. But there's so many things happening. I need your help. Look, I'm sorry I retired years ago. And actually, what I'm doing now is I have 2,500 videos on YouTube. Everything's there. Everything what you're going through, if you go to YouTube and watch my videos, there's answers to everything. There's only so many issues you have in a life, and they're all on YouTube, and they're all on my videos. So, I don't do one-to-ones. I'm sorry, I just don't do that. So, I might every now and again do a special offer like I am now. I've said whoever buys a Moldavite now, I'm just waiting for my other Moldavites to come actually from Bali, and that's going to be better value. If you've noticed, I'm doing a lot more special offers, and I'm doing that because of you, because I know things are difficult. I know it. I can feel it. I can feel it's more challenging these days, and people are struggling, and the reason why is because whatever is happening out there, they're deliberately making you poor. They're deliberately trying to make you not have anything. They're deliberately doing all they can so that they can control you. And, it's up to us to get up and do something and to make that change. Nobody's going to do it for you. You have to do it yourself. And as soon as you get up and try to do something, you'll find that the universe responds to that. You've just got to go and do it. You've just got to try. You've just got to keep going and keep one foot after another. Don't stop. It don't matter how many people try to pull you down. Keep going. Don't stop. Don't listen. Keep going. And eventually you'll look back and say, you know why? Do you know why I did that? Do you know? Oh, you're very lucky. I'm not very lucky. I work very hard. I get up every day and do what I do, and I believed in it, and I didn't stop because people said, oh, you're an idiot. Oh, you're a psychic. Oh, you sell crystals. I just kept going because I know in my heart that what I do in life is true, is real. You laugh at me selling crystals. Why don't you just go to the government and listen to their bullshit? Why don't you just go and listen to half of the things on the internet, which is bullshit? Yeah, you're talking about me. No, keep going, Mark. Keep going. They know nothing. Keep going. And maybe these people are deliberately doing it because they've been influenced by the very darkness that's making them say these things. Keep going, Mark. You're doing a good job. That's what I want for you. Don't stop. Don't listen to people. Don't listen to negativity. When people are kind and lovely, that's beautiful, but keep going. You don't have to just need that all the time. Keep going. Keep doing your best. Do anything. Clean your cupboards. Clean your drawers. Cleanliness is close to, I'm saying God, but you're close to the energy of what I believe is our home world. And it's a high energy. So, yeah. I am glad to be here today. What am I talking about today? Well, there's been a little bit of confusion. I think I'll start with a little bit of housekeeping. So, it's come to my attention that two's too many. Shouldn't even be one. But we had an issue on the backboard. Now, I don't know much about this, but Philip has now resolved it, so hopefully we should be fine. So sometimes when somebody buys something on our markbajerski.com, it comes up pending. So then we just leave it because it says pending and we don't know whether it's gone through or not. We don't know why. But it actually went through. So 2 people actually last week or the week before bought something and it didn't get sent to them because it was under pending. So I only noticed this because on PayPal it said, oh, there's a dispute. And I looked through it, and the person said, you know, I've sent 2 emails. Well, don't ever send an email to PayPal, because I don't look at PayPal. That's just an account where the money is transferred, and that's it. But if you find that you didn't receive a message the following day or the day after, then you go directly to info@markbajerski.com, and we have a team of staff looking at all of those emails all day long. So you'll have a response within 15 minutes, 20 minutes if it's working time. So that's been resolved. We've put some, I've told the girls to please add a couple of gifts in there as a thank you and sorry. It is out of our hands. But Philip has updated everything this morning and said we shouldn't have any problem, but we will keep a check on any pending, because there are times when it says pending because of not our end, but your end. So that's that. But all good. All good. So for the 2 people who bought a product and it didn't arrive to them within a few days, I am very sorry. I am, totally. I want markbajerski.com to be a really lovely experience when you buy from us. What was the other thing now? Gosh, there was another thing, wasn't there? I don't know. Oh yeah, we're like, a lot of people are a little bit confused because I spent, you know, so much time, you know, going to Don Tolman and getting his product, Golden Relief, and I've got 10,000 stickers in there with Don Tolman Golden Relief on, ready to do new bottles. But like, you know, I met Don and we talked about it, and then there was a mention of the company that's embraced Don Tolman in Australia, and they're creating all their products. And I don't know, I just felt that they probably want everything for them, you know, because they're doing everything. And I'm like, yeah, I get that. I totally get it. And the only reason why I did what I did was because I wanted Don Tolman's products, but now I can get them. Because before it was impossible. It was taking 2 years to get his products. So I just thought, out of the goodness of my heart, and I thought it was the right thing to do, was to say, well, the fact that they're creating all these products, that it's only fair that we buy from them. I think so. I thought it was a lovely thing, a gesture, and it was never about the money to me. So I thought, I made a decision, a conscious decision, and said, you know, I don't know how many I've got left, 300, something like that. Once they've all gone, that's it. But I've taken it off the website. Some people have said, oh, you know, I really like the product. Well, we might have some left, and once they're gone, that's it, it's done. And I have put out the Don Tolman shop, and I've shared that, and I'll share it again, so you can buy your products from there. And apparently they do, I don't know whether it's DHL, but it's worldwide, so we should be fine. That said, when I stopped the oil, it was when we were doing an offer of all the oils, including Don Tolman's oil, but we stopped that offer at a certain point. And now I said to the girls, let's continue that offer, but without Don Tolman's oil. So yesterday, and I don't know if we've sold out, but we haven't done so bad. So thank you. Some people spotted it online. So instead of it being over 300 euros for all my oils, it's now 120, including free DHL. So it's basically, it's actually less than cost price. So it's my gift to those who can't afford. And if you can afford, then, you know, I would appreciate if you pay the right price for it. But this is for people who can't afford. And to you know, it's a way of giving back. So that's all my 11 oils, including DHL delivery. So I don't know how long that offer's going to last. I'll leave the link below, and I hope you appreciate it, because I put my heart and soul into these oils, and they are beautiful and they're amazing, and they are worth every penny. Than 300 and whatever euros it is, 300 and is it 304 pounds, something like that. So 120 is absolutely amazing. So yeah, a lot of people took advantage overnight of that. So I don't know, I've asked the girls to allocate so many, and if you do, if you have bought or you're planning on buying in the next day or so, this was the offer, and I'm continuing the offer of this beautiful piece, which is an amethyst flower, gorgeous. So somebody's going to be the lucky winner of that. So if you bought the Don Tolman and my oils, which was a couple of weeks ago, and now all my oils at 120, you'll be automatically put into a raffle, and your names will be put in that jar over there. And soon as we've run out of the oils, which could be tomorrow, I don't know how quick, it depends how many people jump on and buy it now, today or tomorrow, then once that offer's over, I will then, I will announce the winner of that beautiful piece. So I'm wishing you all a lovely day. This is going to be a beautiful year. There's a lot of things happening. Some beautiful things are happening, some very positive things. I had Layla Satie here the other day, and what a positive light she is, and all the wonderful things that she's doing right now. And I did agree, if you are planning on becoming a healer, learning healing, and you want to learn a healing modality, a technique which really works beautiful, then you might be interested in doing the Pure Energy Healing 4-day online course, interactive, with myself and Layla, coming up, I think, in August. So you might want to write that down. It might be the right time for you. If you are a Pure Energy Healing practitioner, please join us on the lives. That's always lovely. For your encouragement for the new people who are starting, to give them tips and ideas, and to stay close within a community and a family. It's always beautiful. And that's it. There's so many things happening. The Flower Bible is now in the hands of an expert who is now going through editing, and that's going to be phenomenal. That's going to be phenomenal. The Power of Moldavite we're working on at the moment as well as working on crystals all day. I've just finished working on these beautiful blades of light, Colombian blades of light. So they're beautiful clear quartz, but they've been, as you can see, auraed, a beautiful blue aura. So they're also called aqua aura. So I'm gonna put some of them up today, and I promised a few people, and I will put them on special offer, so you'll get them at a really good price, and they're absolutely gorgeous, matching my top. Hey, do you like the top? Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this chat today. I would just want to say with all my heart, thank you so much for the past 10 years, for being supporting and loving, kind, caring, and always seeing, through my faults, my mistakes, the things that I sometimes say, sometimes wish I hadn't. I try and be as truthful as I can. I do definitely wear my heart on my sleeve, so they say. But I struggle to be anything else. I can't stand false videos. I can't stand me trying to be false when people, are encouraging me to say and do it. It's like, it's just not me. Sorry, mate, I can't do it. So I don't do TV. I don't do, big interviews. I will do interviews with people who are growing and small, trying to help them. But if you bombard me with lots of, please do this and sign this, like, not interested. If you want me to do an interview, no problem. Just send me a link. Tell me what day, if we can do it, and then I'll do an interview with you. No problem. You know, I had a couple of people upset with me. No problem. It's just when you're sending me tons of information to sign this and do it, I'm sorry, mate. I'm not into system programming. Like, you want me to have a chat with you? No problem. You want to put it on Zoom? You want to put it on your no problem. Let's have a chat. No problem. But don't ask me to sign this and do this. It's just not who I am. So I'm a pretty simple, old-fashioned guy. So yeah, I've got through a lot today. Other than that, looking forward to China coming tomorrow. I think I'll ask her if she wants to do another interview with me. It's always lovely catching up with China and having a chat with her. She's a gem. And it was so lovely having Layla Satie. So once again, to finalise, I will put these blades of light up in the next day. I will at special offer. There is a special offer right now with all my beautiful oils, which are incredible, and it includes free DHL delivery worldwide for 120, and it's normally over 300. Okay, until stocks last. So I think I would grab that ASAP. And once all the oils have gone, once that batch has gone, I will then do a video and see if you're the winner of that beautiful amethyst flower. I hope you enjoyed the cocoa recipe. Got that from Layla Satie actually, so thanks Layla. Anything else? I've done as much as I can on markbajerski.com by putting new crystals up in these past few weeks. Hope you enjoyed that. I will do a part 2 on how to connect here and talk to spirit. Obviously part 2 can only come out after 7 days of doing the last video. So the last video that I did on that, to do with trying to connect with the spirit world, I shared my truth on that and a good grounding to start. That's 7 days. Once that 7 days is done, watch out for the next video, which will be part 2, and then we'll now go into more detail of more how to connect to them. What I did there is how to prepare. That was more of how to prepare yourself to connect to spirit, and I gave tips and ideas for 7 days. So yeah, there's a lot going on, and I feel like battery life. Yesterday I took a bit of a dip because I literally spent hours trying to answer emails, which, to be fair, they really weren't that serious. It wasn't really that important. It was just people trying to connect. I had a woman out here this morning shouting my name. She must have come on holiday, and I'm like, I'm sorry, this is my home, please. It's not an academy anymore, please. You know, and you know, this isn't somewhere where just be kind, be respectful. I don't go running after people if I like them and think they're lovely. Just leave people alone. You know, this is enough. 2,500 videos surely is enough for you to get as much information and golden nuggets of truth. And if you really want a healing session, I've got the best healers in the world. Just simply go to the Pure Energy Healing Academy.com and click find a healer. There'll be one near you. They're all over the world. There's thousands of them. So honestly guys, there's plenty of healers who are doing it daily. I haven't healed anybody for ages. And healing it takes practice. You've got to do it every day and constant. So you're better off going to a healer who's working full time. Love you all. Thank you for going to markbajerski.com, and I want to give you a virtual hug, sending you all my love. Keep strong, keep amazing, and remember, you are your hero. And if you don't embrace that, you won't be able to move forward in this particular time. Embrace your inner power.